So we'll look back at the EFL Trophy game against Leeds. How good was it to get some goals?
Yeah, I don't think it's any secret that we keep on speaking about that we need to score more. Score more goals. Obviously, there's a process involved in that as well, and we have to get better at creating the chances. But we see that's the point that I want to make to people, is that I understand that. I don't hide away from that. We're working hard at trying to get the right team shape and system in order to try and do that. We are, and we'll speak in facts now because I said I do understand that, we are a very new group. We are finding out about each other all the time. I think 18 players we recruited in the summer is a lot of players to hit the ground running with. But we're definitely moving in the right direction. I definitely know the type of football that I want to play. And we're still working with the players in order to how to keep to try and do that. Defensively, I think we're very solid. I think we're honest and fair with ourselves, as well as we say we need to do better going forward. We are very, very good defensively, very, very strong and very resolute, and all of the kind of qualities. But we want to get better, absolutely, with the creating and scoring of chances.
And what's it been like in training? Have you seen, positive signs of that as well?
Yeah, I see all the time. It's about finding the consistency of it. It's about finding the consistency of what we want to see all of the time. And that takes time. To get good at something, you have to do it a lot, or do it more, and keep doing it. And we are doing that all the time in training. What I do know is we are very capable of it. We have got the right players to do it. And it's just about putting on the necessary training sessions and then going encouraging the boys to go and do it on a Saturday. But I have absolutely, and I mean that, no doubts at all that things will sort themselves out, because the signs are good, and we just need maybe a wee bit of that rubbery green at times in order to either get that first goal or not have the rubbery green against us sometimes, as I've seen with people getting penalties that weren't penalties and things like that. So that's just football, but we're very fair and very honest with the fans when we speak to them through mediums like speaking to yourself and you reporting on us. We say, yeah, we know we need to get better at the attacking side of our game and creating chances and scoring goals.
And how important is it for a player to get his first goals for the club like Micky Maynard did as well?
Oh, very, because that's what they want to do, is score goals. But as well as a lot of them that's came, a lot of them are behind in fitness levels. There's a lot that have missed an awful lot of pre-season and have come in at a time where we were way ahead in fitness levels. So people like Micky, Stephen Walker, Callum McDonald have still got physical fitness that they need to get into their legs to catch back up again in what is a busy period of games. So we try our best to try and get that leg work into them to try and build their fitness levels. And Tuesday night will help in us trying to do that, and we'll build on that in the next coming days and weeks.
And that's what's good about the EFL Trophy. You can do that, can't you, as well? You can change your squad around and get players game time as well. Yeah,
absolutely. That's important. And then because we trust the squad, we can bring a few out, give them a breather. We don't want to build up any injuries. We've touched wood. Because we've rotated, we've done very well in the injury fronts, apart from a few collisions that we can't help. So we'll continue to try and do that and put the best teams out we think will get us results by trusting the squad and letting them play.
And Ross Doom was one of those players who played on Tuesday. He came on for Joe Murphy last Saturday. First of all, how is Joe? And secondly, what do you like about Ross as a goalkeeper as well?
Yeah, Joe's back and with us, but not fully recovered. Need to take time and go through the process now of making sure he's safe and well. But we got some good news where there was no damage. We did everything that was needed to be done. So that was good news. Now we need to just make sure that everything's right for Joe to come back and play when he can. Ross Doohan is a terrific goalkeeper, great qualities, hasn't had the opportunities up till now in his career to play a lot of football because he's at a massive club like Celtic. And then he's got his loan spells, and now he's got the opportunity now to build on his undoubted qualities as a goalkeeper. But what you need to do is build on that now with experience and getting out and playing first team football. So that's what you'll get the opportunity to go and do now. But I have absolutely no problems with him coming in and playing. That's why we brought him down from Scotland, is because we wanted as many good players in every position as possible. And now he'll get his opportunity to go and show everybody what he's about.
And Peter Clark has been nominated for the League Two Player of the Year at the North West Football Awards. I know we talk about him a lot, but it's just nice recognition for him, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, and a lesson for everybody, that because when I first brought Peter here, everybody, well, not everybody, but there was a big portion of people at fan base that questioned why I would bring somebody of that age to the football club. When you know the man and you know the qualities that he has and the professionalism he has, age doesn't matter. He goes out there and gives quality performances because he's an ultimate professional every week. That's great credit to him. So he's a great example of what professionalism, training every day and living right off the pitch, and still having that desire and ambition to want to keep performing the way that he does. And that's why he's been nominated, quite rightly so, for the award that he has. He's an outstanding guy and a fantastic player. And I'm delighted that I made the decision to when I did to bring him here, because I think he's been a sensational signing for us.
We've been talking this week like Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 40 in October. Ronaldo still brilliant at 36. Do you think we'll see more of this, players playing into their late 30s, into their 40s as well? Because as a manager, you see how good players look after themselves. There's also a mentality thing as well. Do you think we'll see more of that?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think now with technology, we're able to help and get close to knowing when players need what loads and what things that players need to do. Of course, it's not an exact science, but it can give us a gauge in the amount of volume that a player needs to get himself ready for a training for a first team game and training. So we're better at that. We now know more about nutrition. So we know more about nutrition. We know what better to eat. We know better how to rest and recover. We're learning all the time about that, and we're learning about how to get players' mentality into the right place to keep their minds aiming towards something which keeps them coming in every day to make it to train properly and live properly in order to play to the standards and the levels and amount of games that people like Peter Clark are able to do. But we've had other players as well that have been good ages and have came in and did really, really well for us.
And if we look at Saturday, just like last week, you had an identical record to Rochdale. It's the same with Salford City going to this weekend. It's a tightly packed league, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, it is, but we know that we've got to keep trying to get results. We need to do that as quickly as possible. Saturday gives us an opportunity. It's the next game in order to try and get a result. We understand that we're at a very demanding football club, quite rightly so, and we're very demanding and the expectations are high of ourselves. So we want to be winning every game, and when we don't, we're not happy about that. We want to be playing well every game, and when we don't, we're genuinely not happy about that. But we are hitting the levels in training in order to try and give ourselves a better chance of getting the results. We'll continue to do that, but we'll put our hands up when we haven't won games and say we know that the expectation levels are that we have to win games here. We have to play well. We have no problem with that. Saturday gives us another chance to try and do that. And yeah, it's another important game for us.
And I know it's always important, but is it more important at this moment in time to score early doors as well in a game where you kind of the confidence kind of comes out of you then as a player and you're a bit more relaxed and you can play a game a little bit more as well?
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, I think if you look at the stats of scoring the first goal, it gives you a better, undoubtedly over the whole history of football, undoubtedly gives you a better opportunity to get a result in the game. I think the stats will back that up. But what you've got to just keep doing is keep stay in the moment and keep trying to be the best you can version of yourself as you can be, and only look forward and deal with what's happening to you now. That's just a mentality thing. When you score, I don't think matters. I think it's the game's over 90 odd minutes, and if you continue to keep trying to do the right things well, you give yourself a good chance of getting the result.
And you won at home last time as well, so it'd be nice to keep those wins going at home, wouldn't it? Try and make Prenton Park a fortress.
Yeah, of course. We get great backing from the supporters, and we enjoy playing at home. It's a place that we want to win all the time, and we're expected to win all the time, regardless of who we're playing against. Like I keep saying, we embrace the expectations. We should thrive in them and keep aiming for them, and not be too disappointed when we don't meet the expectations, because that's just the way that it is at this football club, and we should continue to keep driving it on and keep allowing people to expect us to win games of football.